Hey, what's happening, Disney Nerds? Me, the Guy01, and welcome to the first episode of our new series, Batman: Arkham Knight. This is going to be a big one. This is one that I expect to last us like probably halfway through next year. So this is going to be interesting because unlike Arkham City, where I've played through that game multiple times, this is a game that I've actually only played through once from beginning to end, at least the story mode. I've only played the story mode once. So I'm not as familiar with this game as I am with Arkham City, but I'm more familiar with it than I am with Arkham Asylum, which I never played before. But with that said, you know, it was probably like 6-7 years, maybe longer, when I first played the story mode, so yeah, it's been a while, so I don't really remember where all the stopping points are. Thankfully with the Arkham games, it's pretty easy to tell when you've hit a good stopping point for the game, so this will be interesting. And of course, it's pretty fitting that we're doing this now because it's spooky season. It's the first week of October this week. I think technically actually last week, by the time this comes out, would have been the first week. Or maybe not. I have to think about it now. Now I don't remember. But anyway, let's jump right in. So, this will actually be kind of interesting. So yeah, this is the last time I played this game. Actually, my only other copy of this is on PS4, but my PS4 has some issues with, like the controller just dies randomly. It doesn't last long, and also it's very loud for some reason. Like, it's just very loud. It's not good for recording. So, this is my copy on my Xbox One. It's a digital copy, which I just had to set up, which took a while to set up, a lot longer than I thought it would. Let's see. Do we want to do normal? I don't know, this game's actually kind of hard. Speakers or subtitles on. Yes, we'll definitely want subtitles on for this. Got it. Oh, Gotham's greatest. I don't know any of those people. So yeah, this is a brand new story, or a brand new game file that we are starting with this game. So like I was saying, last time I played this was on my PS4, which was like the Game of the Year, not Game of the Year edition, but it was the version that had all the DLC with it. So I had all the downloadable content. That's what DLC means. So I had like the 60s Batman suit, all the other suits already in it. So I don't think this one comes with any of that, so it's just the base game. So, like I was saying before, this will be kind of interesting because for those of you who don't know, this opening scene that you play in, there's actually a couple ways to do it. Where you're the cop and going into the diner, you can actually choose to not fire your weapon at anyone, which results in the scene ending differently. And if you do fire the gun, which is how most people do it when playing the game, that actually ends up having effects later on in the game where you can actually see the aftermath of that decision. So let's jump right in. Robinson. This was such a crazy scene the first time I saw it, because I didn't know anything about this scene. I didn't hear anything about it. So when this started, I was just like, wow. Man, this game looks incredible. Probably the best looking Arkham game. It's just crazy the amount of details that's in this. I mean, everything just looks so good. Is this something? Oh, there we go. I flicked the right trigger. Oh, So when you flick the trigger, it fires the fire. It ignites the fire. It fires the fire, and then you hold it down, and you burn them away. This is for all the crap you put me through in Arkham Asylum and everything.
This is how it happened. This is how the Batman died.
That was another cool thing about this game, is like, you weren't sure when the cutscene ended and like what was actually playable. So like you actually.
Months ago, Joker was cremated. I pressed the button and burnt the evil bastard myself. And then we waited. Gotham braced itself for the inevitable power struggle. But it didn't come. Crime actually fell. Deep down, I knew war was coming. I was just waiting for someone to pull the trigger.
I'm assuming the guy talking in that voiceover was this guy, the cop. Which is kind of fitting that, you know, he ends up being the one to pull the trigger. But right there is an Easter egg to one of the Joker victims. And she pops up later in the game as well.
No problem. Oh, thanks, honey. So, what'll it be? The usual?
Sure.
Okay, chicken salad with no dressing.
No, you know what? Make it waffles. With a side of bacon. Don't tell my wife.
Whatever you say, officer. Oh, and if you want some more coffee, just shout.
So later in the game, when you go to the morgue, you can actually find her body.
Hey, I'm sorry to interrupt your dinner, Officer Owens. There's a guy smoking over there.
Oh.
In the booth. Wait here. I'll have a word.
And now it starts. You can already see that he's starting to hallucinate. Because the camera got all weird. This is kind of cool. This was what was cool about this game. Getting money quickly. Hell's Gate is here to help. Where like you weren't sure like when like the cutscene ended. Exact reason plans. I'm just reading everything that's up here. Injured in Arkham City. I've never noticed that before. King versus Grant, so that's another one of the guys who gets infected with the Joker toxin. Book now, Johnny Charisma. So like you got all these Easter eggs already up here, and like references to what's to come. If you need a job, then send us your application. Ace. But yeah, there's like so much stuff, and like I said before, it's kind of cool how like you weren't sure where like the cutscene ended and when like the gameplay began. So like you're interacting with like the cutscene. Alright, here we go. Notice how the smoke's coming from his bag.
Excuse me, sir. There's no smoking in here.
What was that? 330 million to Arkham something. Uh-oh. Ah. Ah. Hey, I earned some rewards points. Cool. Oh no. What do I do? Ow. I didn't shoot him. So that's how that went. So yeah, there's a version of that where you shoot.
This demonstration used just 5 ounces of my latest toxin. From tomorrow, this will seem like child's play. Gotham, this is your only warning.
I still, like, can't believe how amazing this game looks. This game's gonna be 10 years old next year.
Yesterday, there were 6.3 million people in Gotham City. Today, not so many. The only people left on the streets are the sort that enjoy the chaos. Gotham's finest. Scum. Criminals.
Side,
Worse.
side quests.
Not enough good people left to stop them.
We only need one good person to stop them.
It took just 24 hours for us to lose control of the city. Tonight, Gotham's relying on one man to save us all.
You can already see him on the left there. You can see the cape moving. He's still got the Arkham City suit. I mean, just look at this freaking game. I mean, holy crap, just look at it. I mean, it looks incredible still. I mean, this looks better than GTA 5. On any console. It doesn't matter what console it is. This looks just so much better than any like version of Grand Theft Auto 5. I mean, it's crazy how great this game looks. It's funny seeing, you know, playing Arkham Knight in, like, the story mode and seeing this outfit, not the armored suit. Man. Ah, it's good to be back in an Arkham game. So before I forget to mention it, we do have a few things to talk about. Of course, the first thing I want to mention is the passing of Maggie Smith, who passed away. Who passed away last week. I believe it was last week. I think it was the day after I recorded last week's video, which is why I didn't talk about it. Oh, hi guys, thanks for not shooting me. I didn't even see you guys.
Batman! God, seeing you makes me wish I had a pair of wings right now. I'd be long gone.
You know what? I know a guy who might be able to help with that. But I guess that comes later. She passed away last week. I believe it was at the age of like 96 or something. I mean, I know she was up there in age, but you remember she went through cancer treatment about 10 or so years ago. I mean, she was going through cancer treatment back when they were making the Deathly Hallows Harry Potter movies, which was, you know, well over 10 years ago at this point. And, you know, pretty seriously too, there's stories of when they were filming the Deathly Hallows movies, she could barely move at all. She could barely move, or if she struggled to stand, anything. You know, that was over 10 years ago, so she lived a long life. And of course, you know, most people know her as Professor McGonagall, which, you know, of course that's how I know her as well, but I also remember her as being the older Wendy in the Hook movie with Robin Williams and Dustin Hoffman. I think that was probably the first time I actually saw her in a movie, because I think I saw Hook before I saw any of the Harry Potter movies. So of course, you know, it's a sad milestone where, with the passage of Maggie Smith, this now means that both actors who played Dumbledore, the actor who played Snape, Alan Rickman, her, and the actor who played Hagrid have now all passed away. So, you know, the three main professors, McGonagall, Dumbledore, and Snape, have all passed away, as well as, you know, several other cast members. So, of course, so that's the first thing I want to mention before we get too deep into this and I forget to mention it.
I'm just glad you made it out okay. Sorry, I've got to go. Stay safe, Barbara. You still know how to make an entrance. How's the evacuation going?
Climbing up a ladder?
Last bus crossed the city limits an hour ago. I'm just glad my little girl got out when she did. Now the real work begins.
Any lead on Scarecrow?
We were tracking an unknown military vehicle speeding through Chinatown. It's the only lead we've had all night, but they gave us the slip. With the evacuation, I just don't have the manpower left in the city.
If you find it, tell your men not to engage. I'll deal with it.
Do you really think Scarecrow's crazy enough to detonate a chemical weapon in Gotham?
I won't let that happen, Jim. In case you need to reach me, it's going to be a long night.
All units, we've got a 1033 in Sector 2. Missing patrol car. Unit 247. Suspected officer down.
Hey, Batman.
I got ears,
Every
Jim.
damn time.
He's hiding down there. It's like, good, he didn't see me.
I need the location of Unit 247.
Already working on it. How's my dad doing?
He's holding up.
Somehow he always does. Okay, I'm sending through the squad car's location. Be careful. It's not looking good out there.
I believe, if I'm not mistaken, that's actually the first time we ever saw Batgirl or Barbara in any of these games, because I don't think she ever appears. We don't ever see her face in like any of the games up to this point.
Where's Harley anyway? She just vanished after Arkham City shut down.
I suggest you play the Harley's Revenge DLC. That'll kind of fill you in. But yeah, I believe. You know, like I was saying, I think, because I don't remember her being in Arkham City at all. I don't remember you ever like seeing her face. Same thing for Asylum. I don't remember you ever seeing her. You hear her voice, you know, throughout both of those games all the time.
What's with all the rain? Suddenly Penguin don't look so stupid with that umbrella.
But yeah, I think that's the first time we actually ever see. I mean, we see her like see what she looks like in the character bios. But even then, I don't think, now that I think about it, if I remember what her character bio looked like in Arkham City, which is the one that's, you know, I know the best, you don't actually see her face, if I remember. I think it's like an over-the-shoulder shot of her sitting at the back computer.
No, please. This ain't your city anymore. You should have left with the others. You brought this on yourself, trying to be a hero. Please, break his jaw.
Oh.
Hurt him some more.
Oh, I'll show you what hurt is. You have no idea what it's like to hurt someone. Now I gotta get back into the combat, because the combat in this is very different from Arkham Asylum. Going from probably the weakest combat in the series to the best. And I know people really love the combat in this game, and I get why. I mean, it's just so fast and so, like, aggressive. It's just awesome. But it does take me some getting used to.
Hey, Batman! Don't leave me here, please.
I won't.
You're safe.
Thanks, Batman. I thought they were gonna kill me.
They still might. Oh, that was close.
The city's overrun. We don't stand a chance.
Stay here. I'll send someone to pick you up.
What are you doing?
Evening the odds.
LB, even the odds. That was another cool thing about this that I'm remembering. How you'll get these prompts for controls, but they don't tell you actually what it's going to do. You just get like a little tease. And of course, this was a game changer. The first playable Batmobile in the Arkham games.
Oracle, I need to track that military vehicle.
A squad car has picked up the pursuit. I'm relaying its location now.
Just showing it off now.
Fall off your men here.
Golf Oscar 5-6, this is Commissioner Gordon. I'm calling off the pursuit. It's too dangerous. Sir, we're right here. We can take these bastards.
I can take him better.
They just fired an RPG at us. What the hell are these guys? 5-6, pull back down. That's an order. Let Batman deal with this.
Oop. Fire.
Please, Batman, you've got to stop them.
Don't worry, Jim. He's
Hey.
mine.
Hey. Ow. Yeah, I was never the best with this. Ow. One more. Got him.
That takes care of the vehicle. I need to interrogate the driver.
Ugh.
He knows.
Man, I just got that thing. Just got that thing painted.
Where's Scarecrow?
Go to hell.
Where is he?
I got nothing to say to you, Batman.
Talk, or I'll crush every bone in your body.
Okay, okay. She's working out of a penthouse in Chinatown. I swear that's all I know.
If you're lying, I'll break the other one.
The other one.
I think this game also had some of Batman's best interrogation scenes.
Oracle, check the chemical analysis I've just uploaded.
Sure.
This is another cool thing.
Is this what I think it is?
Scarecrow's new toxin. An uncontaminated sample.
You're not kidding. I'll prepare a full chemical breakdown on the back computer. What are you going to do?
Scarecrow's got a safe house nearby. I'm going to pay him a visit.
Let's hope this is the break we've been waiting for.
Yeah, that was another cool thing, being able to move the camera during the cutscene, or not cutscenes, but the cinematics, I guess. Like those moments where like you're talking to someone and it's not really a cutscene, so you're still able to move the camera.
This is the place.
That was cool too.
House on the top floor.
Oh, again, I'm not very good at driving this thing. I gotta get used to it again.
How long do we keep her in there? Till we get the order to gas her.
Do your worst. The boredom is killing me.
Oh, don't worry. You'll get what's coming to you when we're good and ready.
Ivy.
We have to wait. We can give her a dose now. Be my guest.
There we go. I was trying to figure out how to do the
Just joking.
detective
Didn't sound like a joke.
detective vision. It's up on the D-pad.
Against orders. Have you seen him? Yeah, up close. He's done something to his face, hasn't he? Looks like he's taken a knife and cut chunks out of it. Rumor is he got his face torn off by some freak called Killer Croc. Really? Looks deliberate to me. Yeah, well, I guess he figured he should look the part. You know, like a scarecrow. That's messed up, man. And speaking of messed
Now, if I got something to say about it.
Right. You should really review your security. I've seen trees with faster reflexes.
Thank you, Ivy. Thank you for the help.
Something tells me this wasn't part.
Oh. Hey, Ivy. How you doing?
Well, that's made things a little more interesting.
Sir, it's Batman. He's here.
Were you expecting to find me, Batman? I'm afraid I must disappoint you. Take a look at the chamber. I want you to know the fear that is coming.
Listen up, back freak. We're walking out of here. Nice and slow. You try anything stupid, I'll blow her brains out.
Charming. But only one of us is getting out of this cell.
No! No! No!
Nothing like a little natural immunity. What are you doing here?
Why did Scarecrow
In
lock
Gotham?
you up?
No hello.
Tell me.
And what if I don't want to?
Then I burn every plant in Gotham.
It started with a meeting.
What meeting?
Everyone was there. Penguin, Two-Face, Riddler, even poor Harley. Scarecrow said he had a plan. That together we could take you out, and Gotham would be ours.
Over my dead body.
I believe that was the idea. I told him that I wasn't interested in his pathetic human games, and when I came to, I was locked up in that room. It's such a shame that his vile toxin has no effect on me. Nature always wins. Will he ever learn?
I know, I feel like you should have seen that coming.
You're coming with me.
Or maybe he did.
You only had to ask. What's wrong?
Go, go, go! We've got the target, sir. He's cornered. Don't move.
Are you sure it's him?
Confirmed, it's Batman.
Sir, that tank they have backing them up is unmanned.
Good.
I thought this would be tough. All it took was one.
There we go. There it goes. Yeah! Here come the reinforcements, baby!
60mm cannon operational. Fire suppressor engaged.
That was easy.
Batman, I spotted 6 more unmanned tanks moving to Chinatown. They'll be there any second.
Let them come. Who are these guys? I don't know, but I'm gonna fire them. Oh, I guess I can't. Let me in. Man, they really just throw you head first in this game and just kind of show you all the game mechanics. Hello. So that that subtitle that said unknown. I believe that's who ends up being like gets revealed to be Slade or Deathstroke, whatever you want to refer to him as. As someone who, you know, kind of grew up on Teen Titans, I always call him Slade. Because also Slade's just easier to say than Deathstroke. Doesn't take as long. Hello. Cool. Now back to Master. I'm back. Keep your
The master of understatement as ever.
keep your legs and arms in the vehicle at all times.
I need to know where those tanks are coming from.
I'm tracking several transfer helicopters moving into the city. There are more on the way.
Activate the Batmobile weapon diagnostics. It's time to go to war.
Whoop. Alright, Pamela, time to go. Oh. Yes, start challenge.
Simulation activated. Weapon energy system diagnostic test online. Stage 1. Destroy targets to charge up weapon energy and activate missile barrage.
So is this like a... I always kind of was confused about these. Is this just like an AR thing, or what's going on here? Because it's like Pamela just in the back seat while Batman fires at nothing.
Missile barrage level 1 ready. Diagnostic stage complete. Stage 2. Charge the missile barrage to level 2 to destroy up to 4 targets at once.
Thank you, Bat Computer. I need more guys. I'm running out of bodies.
Missile barrage level 2 ready.
Bombs away.
Diagnostic stage complete. Stage 3. Taking damage depletes weapon energy. Charge up missile barrage to level 2 and destroy 4 active targets to complete diagnostic test.
Again, what's kind of going on here in like real life is like, again, is this just like an AR thing that's going on? Because if that's the case, Batman's gonna die from like an AR just like test. He's gonna die from like a simulation. No. Ah. Once again, I'm not the best with this. And I always end up like accidentally going into the line of fire. Like right there, and I was like backed into it. Ah. Hey. Back up.
Missile barrage level 2 ready. Diagnostic test complete.
Ah. Hey. Cheap shot. He tried to shoot me after it was over.
Batman, I'm seeing a transport deploying more tanks at Panessa Studios. I've warned GCPD to pull their men off the streets.
I'm heading there now.
All units.
Oh.
This is Commissioner Gordon. We have numerous hostile tanks deployed across the city. Gotham is under attack. I want everyone off the streets and back to GCPD. We're not equipped to deal with what's out there. Thank God there's someone who is.
I know, you guys would be so lost without me. So another thing I wanted to mention, oh, hello. Hi, guys. Alright, fire away. like I said before, they really just kind of throw you into this and just, all right, here's the game, here's all the mechanics. Good luck. Yeah, I did not. I just went head first into these guys. Feel like I walked into something I shouldn't have walked in on. Hey, back up. Back up. Back up. Oh, that was all of them?
Jim, tell your men they can resume their patrols. The tanks have been dealt with.
Thank God. Let's hope they were the last.
They weren't. Yeah.
I need the isolation chamber prepped at the GCPD lockup. I'm bringing in Ivy.
Take Ivy to the GCPD. But yeah, so like I was saying, another thing I want to talk about is some movie news that has happened recently. Joker 2 is officially out, and the reviews are not good.
Don't forget, we gotta go see Penguin. He's got something special planned.
Nice little reference to the Penguin side mission later on. Yeah, the reviews for Joker 2 are not good. I mean, I don't think there's not too many saying that it's terrible, but just not good. It's not Joker 1, which is, you know, disappointing. And then there's some Marvel news that came out, or not really came out, but just stuff going on with Marvel. Deadpool and Wolverine has officially been released, so it's available to buy now, which is just kind of funny to me to think about, because there's already been so many, I mean, like, easily thousands of videos that have used, you know, audio or video from Deadpool and Wolverine that have, you know, all been taken from people, like, recording the theater screen. I mean, there's thousands of videos just taken from that, like, before the film even got, like, released to be able to buy, and people had, like, you know, like an HD copy of it. It's the Batmobile. What, you've never seen it?
Any progress with the fear toxin analysis?
It's gonna take a little while longer. Drop by the clock tower when you're ready, and I'll show you what I've got so far.
Batman just openly talking to Barbara in front of
You to drive.
everyone. Gentlemen.
Scarecrow's gonna break you, Batman.
Honestly, why do you even bother with these meat stacks?
Civil unrest? There's a war on the streets. We don't have the manpower
Oh,
or
focus.
the equipment. Where's Ivy? That's one less thing to worry about.
Is the isolation chamber ready?
Glad you're putting it to good use.
Oh, good. Another cell.
Yeah, so I was about to say, come on, focus. There you go. This is probably the first time that they've seen each other since Arkham Asylum. Which is kind of crazy to think about, considering everything that's happened.
Stay for now that I'm all locked up.
A little bit. Trail of Fear. Lock up your first supervillain in GCPD.
Out there think they own this city, and as things stand, they're right. We're outnumbered, outgunned, and understaffed. But if we work smart, we'll get through this. Take back the city piece by piece.
And by work smart, you mean leave it to me.
Searching for Scarecrow in Bristol, Kingston, mistake.
I wonder how long this goes for. Like, does this go forever if you don't leave?
So we have a solid lead on Scarecrow. Our priority is to dig in here and look after our own. Any questions? Okay, gonna run through this one more time.
Okay.
Priority 1. We're here to save lives.
So yeah, now they're just gonna repeat.
Locking me up is a sign of desperation, Batman. I can see it in your eyes. You're afraid.
Yeah, so this has to be like the first time they've seen each other, because she was in Arkham City, but I don't think she actually ever interacts with Batman. She only ever interacts with Catwoman, and then takes down the sewer system.
You know these walls won't hold me for long. Still, if it makes you feel safer, I'll indulge the fantasy. For now.
So I'm assuming that like that moment of her coming out of the first cell and like the in Chinatown was a reference to her first appearance in Arkham Asylum coming out of that cell, because they did like the same camera angle.
There's not a whole lot I can do about that. Why don't they bill me when it's over?
He's all in here. Just exploring GCPD now. Hello guys, how you doing? Everyone hard at work? Good to see it.
I've been searching as we speak.
Alright, so I think I'm gonna end it here. Like I said before, even though like I'm not as familiar with this game, the Arkham games are pretty good at, you know, making it clear when like you're at a stopping point or like a break point, and this is one of them. I mean, yeah, we're basically on like the safe house of the game, one of them. So this is a pretty good place to stop. Don't know how long each episode's gonna be. So far I can tell, at least from this one, I think we're about 45 minutes, 50 minutes. So I'm going to assume that each episode's going to be roughly that long. I'm sure we'll have a few that go over an hour. One last thing I want to mention with Marvel was the Venom 3, Venom the Last Dance. Someone's in some hot water because a merchandising company named Regal, recently basically unveiled some of their merchandise for Venom 3, and one of those pieces of merchandise was a anti-Venom, or anti-Venom, however you want to say it, statue. Anti-Venom has not been shown in any of the Venom trailers. It has not been acknowledged once, so if there's an anti-Venom statue that's being released as merchandise for Venom 3, that's a spoiler. And in addition to that, there's also a rumor going around that the next Tom Holland Spider-Man movie for the MCU will be titled King in Black, or King of Black, which is seemingly implying that Tom Holland Spider-Man is going to be getting the symbiote suit in the next movie. And, you know, with Noel appearing in Venom 3, it seems very obvious that we're going to be getting more symbiotes in Marvel, and if this is true, and the next Spider-Man movie is going to be called King in Black, or King of Black, I can't remember which one it was.
You hear me? You're gonna get yourself killed.
Then, you know, we're definitely going to be getting more symbiotes in the MCU. And you know, with Secret Wars coming out in the near future, we might be getting Black Suit Spider-Man in Secret Wars, which would be awesome. I think you've run through it about 4 times already, buddy. So yeah, just a lot of... Oh, you see that thing with the flawed on the screen? I don't know if you did. Missing in action, firefighter. So these are all like the side missions. These are the...
Start by telling the damn truth.
These are like the teasers for the side missions. So that's Firefly. That last one was Professor Pig. Yeah, this game just really did a really... People gave this game out some crap when it first came out.
Oh, yo. Damn bureaucrats. We're on our own. We can handle it, Jim. What's the latest? We've got incidents cropping up all over the city. Cash, give us a rundown.
All right, let's see. First up, we've lost contact with
I'm sure they'll survive to the end of the story mode.
Body turned up. We didn't have long to look before the evacuation, but the forensics boys seemed freaked out. Real nasty. Also, we've had several sightings of the Riddler creeping around the train yard. Knowing that guy, he's gotta be up to no good.
Look, I know you're busy, but anything you can do to help is going to save lives.
Don't worry, Jim. I have someone working a lead on Scarecrow. I'll see what I can do.
Good to hear. I've got a skeleton crew searching Gotham South and West. I'm gonna join him when I'm done here. We're gonna find that son of a bitch. Fernandez, it's Gordon. Give me an update.
I believe that someone was Catwoman, but we all know how that ended up. And that's still the only part of this game that I have still never done, is defeat Riddler, because for my... I mentioned this before, I'm pretty sure I mentioned this before. The only thing... I have one Riddler trophy left, and this is the only game where you actually have to collect every single... Well, other than Asylum, where you have to collect every single Riddler trophy in order to do the Riddler boss fight, or to finish his side mission. And it requires you... It's the one that's right outside of the orphanage where Riddler is hiding. And you're supposed to, like, you know, hit the question marks with the Batmobile cannon, and then you use the missile barrage to get the remainders, and then you hit them all, and then you're done. Should be simple. But for some reason my missile barrage never triggers, so I can't do it. I just literally can't do it, and because of that, I can't finish the game. It's literally the only part of the game I have left to do in order to, like, 100% complete it, and I can't do it. And it's really frustrating. So, I don't know. Maybe, hopefully this time, maybe in this playthrough we'll actually do it. If I decide to do all the side missions in addition to the story. But that does it for me. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and make it at the time. Stay tuned for Versus coming right after this, and next week where we continue our Batman Arkham Knight walkthrough. Hope you guys enjoyed. Guy01 and Batman signing out. Bye, guys.